Alright, I got everything set up, so let's go ahead and switch over. But okay, so the last time we were here, you were collecting copper to build here. And of course we have a zombie villager that we need to cure. First I need to get some golden apples and then first get some golden apples and then get a brewing stand ready. Because we're gonna build a trade hall. But this is not the most efficient way to smelt copper. Alright, we're gonna make okay, there's some iron ingots. And then we're gonna Jarvis, Jarvis, make the most inconvenient. Okay, so we're gonna make a few chests. Convert 2 of those chests into hoppers. Make a furnace. You know, I just realized that we have this copper chest here, and we could just have the copper golems like grab the stuff out of the copper chest and then immediately like You're kidding me, aren't you? Bro, imagine minding your own business and then 2 fucking creepers show up to fuck your day up. But yeah, now we've got, Alright, there we go. Now we've got a much better system for, Let's go to the Nether and try to get some, quartz. Gather some nether quartz. Oh, hey, bud. I should get myself some quartz because that would be very useful for like, because that's what's required in order to build detectors, which I'm gonna use to build. Oh Jesus, that is a long drop into the lava. Maybe I can find some over there in the what's that biome called again? The Basalt Delta. Oh wait, there's some right there. Oh god damn it, I'm out of arrows. Just gotta do this carefully because I do not want to get alerted. I do not want to alert a ghast or fall into this lava. There we go. Got some quartz. Alright, just got a few pieces of quartz. We, now... Okay, so now that we've got a few pieces of quartz to go, okay, so what is required to... Okay. Oh, I didn't even need that many. There we go. Okay, so we can just use one piece... We can just use some redstone and one piece of quartz in order to craft it. So we're gonna craft, like, a few. We're gonna craft several observers. Sugar cane farm. Okay, so we can... Yes. Okay, so we got we can make a few pistons. All right, there we go. We've got a few pistons. And then we're gonna... And then we're going to make we're gonna get some dirt and then turn it into mud, because mud is actually much better, because fun fact, mud is actually much more efficient to use compared to... Because mud is much more efficient to use than because thanks to the fact that you sink in the mud, it's actually much more efficient to use compared to... Okay, I'm just doing this to remind myself how the redstone how it would work. Oh, wait, no. it observes from this side, and then it outputs the. So if I put a block there, and then place. Okay, yep, that's. Okay, that's how it works. That's how we're gonna do it. Perfect. Whew. Alright, there we go. My redstone knowledge hasn't failed me yet. But yeah, no, that's how you, that's actually how you do that, is if you want to make a... You're better off using, You're better off using mud versus, You're better off using mud blocks compared to, compared to the other stuff, because just like, because mud, just like, Okay, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, because mud, just like dirt, is able to grow sugarcane. However, mud notably has, however, mud is much more useful because you can just because of the lower hitbox, because of the fact that blocks and stuff sink in mud. So. Okay, we're gonna get like 10. I mean 9 of these. Just... Alright, and then we'll need quite a few chests. Hopper. We'll need quite a few chests and a few hoppers, so... Yeah, oh boy, this is a much more efficient way of getting copper ready. I should probably build like an automatic build like a factory that automatically smelts stuff for you, because that is, as it is much more, because it is very convenient and allows you to smelt multiple things at once. Maddie. Okay, so hey Boris. You know, it's something I always think about is funny is the fact that one of the most iconic characters from the Zelda CDI games isn't a character that existed in the Zelda series previously. Oh no, it's nor isn't a major character from that game like the turban hat wearing guy, which I believe is named Guanum, or nor is it King Orchidian, which no, it's this fucking shopkeeper Morshu. Like Morshu is just so iconic at this point because you have like because you have like people making sentence mixes of Morshu. What else? Oh yeah, making entire YouTube poops about Morshu. Hell, even like making Morshu inspired characters. But I think the funniest thing by far is the fact that people are dedicated to making him say whatever the hell you want him to say. Like Morshu is a character that infamously only has like 2 lines of dialogue. Yet through perseverance and creativity, people have managed to make Morshu actually say have actually made Morshu able to say more complex words and such. And that's just really funny to think about, is that is that now we have things like Morshu reading the whole fucking Bible. We have a video like Morshu reading the whole goddamn Bible. What else is there? Morshu doing copy pastas, and all of this was achieved with only 2 lines of dialogue. Imagine how much crazier Morshu would be if he just had one more line of dialogue. And the crazy thing is, we don't know who voiced Morshu in the first place. Like, yeah, there have been people who've theorized who Morshu was voiced by, but those have been deconfirmed. But those have notably been deconfirmed by the people who they think is Morshu. But yeah, I was just thinking about Morshu because despite being like a minor character in easily one of the most forgotten Zelda, and what is easily one of the most infamous Zelda games. I'm not gonna say forgotten because you know what, everyone's done a YouTube poop on the Zelda CDI games. Even their mother. Everyone and their mother have done YouTube poops on the Zelda CDI games. It's not as forgotten as it's not as they are pretty much games that are not as forgotten as Nintendo likes you to think they are. Ah, damn it, I think I might need to craft another diamond pickaxe because I've ate through the durability of this one. And I don't yet have a mending villager to help assist me with them. Like, Morshu is just that much of an iconic character, even with the fact that he only appeared in a Zelda game that Nintendo has basically that Nintendo purposefully forgets about because of how low quality that game ended up being. Let me just say this, as the gameplay of the Zelda CDI games are not the best. Like Like, there's a reason why when you think of this game, you think of the infamous cutscenes, not how the game works or stuff like that. Because you know the game is genuinely like because the cutscenes are genuinely the highlight of the game. And honestly, if it weren't for those goddamn if it weren't for the goddamn cutscenes, then Zelda CDI would pretty much be forgotten in the dustbins of history, being a little nugget of information about. Oh, hey, remember that Zelda game that wasn't done by Nintendo and is that infamous Zelda game that wasn't done by Nintendo and is pretty much forgotten by them. But nowadays, it's pretty much easy to just say, "Hey, remember Morshu? Remember the game that he came from, which was the Zelda CDI game? Remember Morshu, the guy who appeared in those Zelda CDI games?" Oh yeah, no, isn't that the funny guy that says Lampo that people have made that has beatbox? Oh yeah, isn't that the funny beatbox guy? Isn't that the funny beatbox guy? And man, it's just funny. Just how despite Nintendo's efforts to try to scrub the CDI games from like existence, the CDI games, his cutscenes are just too dang iconic for anyone to just forget them. And I think the reason why is pretty much because, according to like people who worked on the CDI Zelda games, the CDI itself was not made for actually playing games. Like a lot of the games on the CDI were much more simple edutainment games, while the Zelda CDI games were much more action were like much more complex than that. Okay, what do I need for a lectern? Okay, I need some wood slabs and a bookshelf. But yeah, that's my little tangent on the whole like the Zelda CDI games. They are some of the most like unironically, I think the CDI Zelda games cutscenes are are great just because of how cheesy they are. Not to mention the culture that's now surrounded. Not to mention the YouTube poop culture surrounding those things. Oh yeah, also, YouTube poops are iconic for other things, like Pingus. Like, for example, when people took the, clip of Dr. Robotnik saying the word snooping as usual, I see, entering in the word Pingus, because... Jesus Christ, that zombie took so many hits to kill. Because it sounded really close to the word penis. What the fuck?! Jesus Christ. Almost got murdered by a baby zombie. Oh, this is the spider dungeon. One of my favorite facts about spiders in Minecraft is that they're technically are the fact that they're neutral mobs. So that pretty much means that that means that spiders they are neutral mobs during the day, which means that if you see a spider in daylight, you can pretty much you're pretty much able to either choose whether or not you want to fight it or just go straight away to killing it. God damn it! Skeletons are so much more annoying to deal with if you don't have a shield. Why did I do this with so little armor value left? At this point, I'm just asking for death if I... Death for going down here. No, I think it's so funny that Minecraft alone is the reason why Xbox still fucking exists right now. Like, and well, honestly, that's just because well, as much as you can like destroy a lot of them. It's just because, unlike a lot of other franchises that Microsoft ended up screwing in the butt so hard, like for example, Halo and Gears of War, Minecraft is still like extremely popular even to this day. Like even with the shift to instead delivering content like a small amount of the content via drops, like every each quarter of the year. I think because of just how solid the foundation of Minecraft is, not to mention the fact that that the game still has a massive player base, pretty much is why the game is still so dang popular. And it is still shocking to me to know how much Microsoft absolutely screwed up with Halo. And then just being relieved that they haven't done that. That Minecraft has basically been able to. Yeah, my opinion about drops is that I think, while I do think it's cool that we're getting more Minecraft content and more Minecraft updates than ever, or I just think it sucks that they're like small, little, tiny, bite-sized updates. Like I kind of do miss when we had like one update per year, one massive update per year, and then usually. And then for the rest of the and then for like the rest of the year, you would get like smaller updates that help like fix the game, that help like that basically helped fix the game, that helped that helped refine the game out, like. But nowadays, instead, it's like they want to deliver. They constantly want to deliver content to the game because there's a lot of money to be made just doing that. And honestly, well, I do think it's nice that we're getting more content over the course of time. I do think honestly, I think it's a bit of a shame that it sacrifices the I just think it's a bit of a shame that that due to the smaller scale of these updates, they mean we don't really get big updates as big as, like, for example, the Caves and Cliffs update, an update that was so big that they had to split it in two. Like, Caves and Cliffs was genuinely like a wasn't just like was like a massive update to the game as a whole. Like, prior to Caves and Cliffs, if the Minecraft, like, prior to Caves and Cliffs, if the world was a bit smaller and vertically. Like, yeah, like, I know that wasn't as small as when the game initially, like, launched. Where the maximum height, I believe, was 128, but now we've got, like, but then it was, like, extended, but then later on the world height was, like, extended by up to 200, and now, and now the world height has been extended even further, all the way to 319. Well, vertically at least. Well, at least the positive axis, because in the negative axis, the world height has also, there we go, we got a minecart with a hopper. Alright, we've got some gold in here. we've got redstone in here. Let's go ahead and I guess we gotta do the recipe ourselves then. There we go. All right, there we go. Okay, we got ourselves all right, we've got ourselves some rails for like automation. You know, I have too much granite. Why don't we just make the automatic Sugar King farm surrounded by like polished granite? All right, let's place 2 chests here. Then place some. Then place the hoppers like this, like so. Listen, the reason why I'm using granite here is because I just have too much of it. Look, I've been building my roof out of copper, and I know that that usually giant copper ore veins are surrounded by granite. So basically, the reason why I have so much granite is just because I see copper ore. I think it's gonna be a giant, and then right by side granite, and then I think it's gonna be a giant copper ore vein. But no, it's just granite and copper next to each other. Okay, let's go ahead and But hey, welcome, Shay. Have fun lurking today. All right, let's see. Yeah, no, there are like 2 different type of giant ore veins that exist. One for copper and one for iron. The copper ones can be found like outside of in the regular stone layers, while the giant iron ones can be found in the deep slate layers. They are surrounded by granite and deep slate respectively. Wait, not deep slate. I mean tough. Okay, hang on. We gotta go ahead and put the redstone block here. There we go. And then we put the... Okay, so now that we've got the... What else am I trying to get? So Shay, if you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm building a sugarcane farm. I'm trying to get a bunch of books. Okay, so we'll... Alright, so we're gonna need some dirt. There's the... Alright, we're gonna get some dirt to convert into mud. Where the hell did I put my dirt? Oh, there's my dirt. Oh, wrong. Oh my god, you're right, I did forget the powered rail on the right side. Thank you so much for... Oh. Yep, I gotta fix that. Alright, so we've got, okay, so we just need to put the dirt here. And then we're gonna pick up some water. I'm getting some mud because mud has because compared to dirt, mud makes you sink a little bit, and that's actually pretty useful because that means that for like something like a sugarcane farm, the lower hitbox of the lower positioning of entities will... Yeah, it's pretty new. It's much newer knowledge. It was like added a few, like several updates ago. But yeah, no, you're just able to do... Yeah, no, mud is, I'd say mud is a pretty underrated material in Minecraft because, you're able to, like, because of the lower hitbox of the mud, because of the lower position of entities in mud. Okay, so, let's see. Okay, glass bottles, and then we're gonna go ahead and use them on the mud, so... I mean on the dirt, so we can make mud. Yeah, no, you'll notice that when I go into third person, the mud actually sinks your hitbox down a little bit. And it's actually able to grow, sugarcane. Yep. Yeah, no, both the hopper minecart and the hoppers down there are grabbing the sugar cane. All right, so now let's go ahead and build the There we go. And then we're gonna go ahead and put some observers up here. Redstone dust. Alright, so let's go ahead and test this out real quick by putting... There we go! It works. So yeah, how this works is essentially is that the observers are observing when the sugarcane grows to a Okay, oops, well, the good news is they did update the, Ooh, I need to put it, like, a block low. I may have miscalculated and may need to do a bunch of this over again. You know, thank God they updated, Okay, I'm just gonna say this. Thank God they updated it in later updates to make it where now, water no longer destroys minecart rails, because they added the ability to, let you waterlog, in recent updates, they added the ability to let you waterlog, minecart rails. And in order to do that, they had to, make them where water no longer destroys rails, like they did before. Okay. Wait, no, I'm an idiot. I did not realize that I put them in the same... in the same goddamn position they were before. Okay. Nope, nope. So I kind of wasted a few minutes of my time to build this. Whoops. And didn't realize I was building it incorrectly. Thankfully, yeah, no, this is, no, when you build this correctly, it's a pretty nice, system to have, because you don't have to go yourself and take out all of the sugar canes. Instead, this thing right here will do it for you. Okay, there we go. Okay, hang on, Damn it, I accidentally screwed this up so badly, I didn't mean to. Okay, hang on, I am screwing this up so badly, oh my god. This is just so embarrassing for me, goddamn. Oh, wait, no, that's not where I'm supposed... Until the Minecraft... No, the track area isn't, Okay, you know what, I think I realized what the real issue is here, I don't have an area for the minecart to go up. No, I know what you meant, before, don't worry. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put my character go to sleep in a second so I can skip the day. My God. Ah, God. I really am screwing this up worse than... Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and sleep so I don't encounter any of the monsters. The monsters. Oh, right, Yippee indeed! Okay, but now that we've got that, we troubleshot that, we're gonna need to move these downward a block. Oh, okay, I think it's gonna thunder, so I'm gonna go ahead and, yeah, that looks like the thundercloud. So I'm gonna sleep through this as well. I'm now currently on day 66 of my hardcore world. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and put another one of the powered rails there. You know what's one of the most useless items in Minecraft? It's gotta be the furnace minecart. An item that is so bad that it was even removed in some versions of the game. Like the furnace minecart was actually removed from like Bedrock. They would no, I think they're rather into removing it because it's basically not having had a use in so long, and they haven't come up with the use ever since. There we go. Now it works. It took me how many... What? No, 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 no. You're not facing down there. You're facing here. Alright, there we go. And I already know that this works because I tested it beforehand. There we go. Alright. Now this is what I'm talking about. This is a sugarcane farm. Now this is a proper sugarcane farm. Let's go ahead and grab some of the sugarcane. I'm gonna put a torch in here just so monsters don't spawn in here at night. Actually, let's put a torch behind some glass just so we could have the light in there, but it doesn't interfere at all with the but it doesn't at all like interfere with the inside of this. There we go. We've got our sugarcane farm ready. Okay. Now I have a new. Now I have several new goals that I'm gonna set. First we find another fortress. Then we'll find a. Then we find ourselves a reliable source for golden apples. Ignore that. Ignore that. I'm banning that. Fucking bots. Yeah, no, no, there's like I'm like a sniper whenever I see those guys. Like, they are just... I'm just removing them on sight. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome. Alright, what? Are they done extracting all of the, materials I need to smelt? Looks like they are. You know, I originally... Oh my god, he's got a spear. Bro, what the hell? Another man just came in and just decided, yes, this would be a good spot for a grass block. Well, he did a pretty terrible job, seeing as how the Enderman, was able to come in my house and place that block there. Okay, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and start crafting several, Let's craft arrows. There we go. Alright, we've got several arrows we can use to slay monsters. And we've got some lapis to spend for... Okay, dude, that... Oh. Oh my gosh, I have so many arrows in this chest. Alright. Let's go ahead and combine this. I know it's a pretty weak bow right now, but You know, it's pretty easy to make bow. It's pretty easy to make a new bow and arrow. So, all right. I think if we're gonna journey into the Nether to collect some if we're gonna do a journey into the Nether, we might as well get some torches. I should be careful during my journey into the Nether, because last time I journeyed into the Nether, I died. Alright. Deep breaths. Let's get through this. Yeah, no, that's understandable. My admin named Daffy also told me the same thing about not wanting to do hardcore because of how stressful it can be. Okay, there's a basalt deltas there. Well, damn, I missed! Got him. Damn, this bow can just two-shot skeletons. That's pretty strong. Because skeletons have like 20 health, so... How much health does a ghast have? Oh wow, they have 10 HP, so I think I can just easily kill a ghast with this bow as well. I forgot how low health ghasts are in Minecraft, like... Wait a minute. Oh my god, the ironic thing is that that the hostile ghasts have less health than the happy ghasts. Like, regular ghasts have 10 hit points. Meanwhile, the happy ghasts have over 20. Oh, look! Another dried ghast. I already have a happy ghast, but why not a second? Yo, I have an idea. I'm gonna later kidnap villagers and then later have like the zombie villager in my house attack them so they can turn into zombie villagers, and I can get a discount for items I buy. Oh yeah, no, there is. They added a they added a they added a item called the golden dandelion that when fed to a baby mob, it will prevent them from growing up, which includes the gaslings. You know what? Maybe I'll do that with the baby gas that with the dried gas is keep it a gasling. Okay, I'm leaving just because I might need more torches and Jesus, those guys are so annoying sometimes. Where's that skeleton? Ah! Killed him on sight. You know, it is funny to me that in Minecraft ranged weapons are genuinely like so much easier to get than melee weapons. Like unlike melee weapons in Minecraft, ranged weapons don't really have a tier have tiers. So, oh, you can just craft a bow and then you're yeah, no, they are better more often than not better because you can just take it out and then fire at mobs. Of course, they can't get great enchantments like looting and such, but then again, there is that thing where you can do that. You can put your bow in your offhand, and then with the looting sword, you get the effects of looting on the bow. The only big downside to bows is the fact that you'll need like a steady supply of like either chickens or fletching villagers, which all things considered, those aren't really hard to come by. Oh, well, other than using Infinity, but they did but Infinity does have a major drawback of the fact that you can no longer get mending with it. All right, let's go ahead and put the little put the little baby in there. If I'm correct about this, to get a golden dandelion, you just do that. And with this item, you can pretty much prevent mobs from aging. Yeah, no. As you can see in my base, I have a steady supply of both food, leather, and arrows. And now paper. There we go. Okay. Where's this? That's supposed to hurt? Wait, what enchantment did... Oh, he just has power 1. That's a weak-ass enchantment. Ah! Ha! Okay. Okay, I got some magma cream. Oh, there's a lot of magma cubes down there. Oh, oh! Yeah, no, the basalt deltas are definitely one of the most annoying biomes to deal with because, while they look great, and I think they're a really nice looking biome, they're also filled with they're filled with magma cubes, and getting swarmed by magma cubes is very easily, you can very easily get overwhelmed by them and die. Oh, Shay, are you still here? I have a question for you. Have you heard about the new cushion items they're adding to Minecraft? Like the ones that you craft with the, Yeah, I think this is easily one of the most nerve-wracking parts in... Yeah, no, it's really cool that you can finally sit down in Minecraft. Okay, this is easily one of the most nerve-wracking... Cool. Nice. Oh yeah, no. Well, I made a cross, but there's nothing interesting here. I don't have any gold boots, so I can avoid angering piglins. Oh, there's another fortress right there! And I hear a magma cube. Nah, it took quite a while just to find it. Bro, I like the break... I gotta be honest, I think... I like the breaking sound of, Oh god. Whoa! Well, the good news is I found a blaze relatively easily. The bad news? I gotta go around here. Oh shit! Killed him! Hey, Boris. My dog, Boris, is sitting right beside me. Jesus, how many... Okay. Have they not dropped any blaze rods? Yeah, none of these motherfuckers have dropped a single blaze rod. Oh, there's a blaze rod. Thank God. I can hear a skeleton. Oh, there's a blaze right there. So, oh god, there's a blaze right there too. Honestly, you know what? I have the you know what I have? I have the anti-dream luck. Well, I got, that's so real. I guess because the game recognizes I don't like Dream, it's like, screw you, we're giving you less luck for blaze rods today. Dude, I hate that the blaze crackling sound is the exact same as the regular fire crackling sound, because I can't tell if it's a blaze or if it's just actually fire crackling. Two plus fraud bonus. Okay, but you want to know the mob that from the Nether Fortress that actually scares the hell out of me? It's the Wither Skeleton. Those things are like Wither Skeletons genuinely scare the hell out of me. Like blazes, I can deal with. I just gotta get up close to them. I just gotta either fire from afar or get up close to them. Then they're easy to take out. But on the other hand, but then Wither Skeletons are like, it's pretty easy for yourself to get swarmed by them, and then they give you an effect that horrible. Exactly. No. Yeah. No. The fact that I got a Nether Fortress right there alongside a really close placement of the Blaze spawner is so lucky. You know what? Fuck it. I guess I have I may have anti-dream luck, but I do have luck in finding where a Nether Fortress is. God, I hate... Damn! Okay. You know, if they gave, I don't know if projectile protection has, like, a secondary effect, but if they did give it one, I think the secondary effect should be that, you get less knockback from, projectiles. Like, that would actually be really useful. Like, currently in Minecraft, there's, like, no, there's no enchantment that, prevents knockback, but I think it would be an interesting use, to... Okay, so you wouldn't... So the last time I died in hardcore, it was, what happened was, I was in the Basalt... I was, like, in the, Basalt Bastions. Yeah, but Netherite is technically not an enchantment. It's more so a entire tier on its own. Oh wait, yeah, no, it would kind of be redundant on Netherite, but then again, projectile protection has like no use right now, so. Haha! Ha ha! We actually had a successful Nether trip today. You know, I need to find some, I just realized I do not have any orange. I do not have any brown mushrooms, and so I think I'm gonna go ahead and look for some brown mushrooms so I can grow it on this pot soul here. There's a brown mushroom. There's several brown mushrooms here. You want to know something neat? Fermented spider eyes don't. You potions of weakness can just be made directly from the directly out of a fermented spider eye. There we go. Okay, I think that other. All right, we've got now we've got several now we've got several brown mushrooms, and now all we just need are some sugar. And I don't think this thing has pushed out any sugar yet. Where are some sugar canes I can collect? Is that? Yep, there's some sugar cane right there. Oh God. Oh God! That, oh God. I'm shit. There's a trident wielding drowned. We're almost on day 69, which I gotta say is nice. Nice. Wait, what biome is that over there? Oh, that's just a giant beach. Or is it a desert? No, I don't see any cactus, so that's just a giant beach. I love how you can see the tower from the distance here. Oh look, it's a bit more hydrated. All right, let's go ahead and craft some fermented spider eyes. There we go, fermented spider eyes. Alright, and we're also going to use the blaze. And we've taken a while to get to the next step, but we're finally making we're finally making a brewing stand. Alright, just need to power it up with some, blaze powder. And then get... Then pull out some water. And then put the water in here, and then we're going to put the fermented spider eye in here. There we go, now we've got ourselves potions of weaknesses. Yeah, no, it's a... yeah, no, it doesn't require a wart. You can just go straight to making them. Alright, we've got ourselves an apple, which we can craft into a golden apple. There we go. Got a golden apple ready to go. Now, I believe the potions should be ready. They are. Now just to get to the zombie villager. There we go! Alright, we're curing the zombie villager. Dude, let's freaking go. We've made so much progress. We've really started to make so much progress in this world. I mean, we finally got some... we finally found a blaze spawner. What else is there? We finally got ourselves a blaze spawner. We finally got some, got to brew a potion, splash potion of weakness, which is gonna cure the villager the zombie villager. Okay. I'm gonna kill a few of these cows just for some leather and some raw beef. And maybe a few chickens just so I can get some more arrows. Listen, I know it's cruel to just murder these animals right in front of their children, but the thing is, I've got a lot of them, so. Okay, that's fair. Wait, what? Why did bro put a copper ingot in there? Alright, here's the trade hall I'm planning to use for the villagers. There we go! Kira. Shit. Wait, hang on, dude. Dude, come on! Get in the boat. Dude, bro is like... I should have not let you out of the goddamn boat. Get back in. No! He died! He really does! But you gotta listen to me if you want to get employed, buddy. And he made me waste all my blaze charges. God damn it. Unpaid internship. Oh, look at that neutral faced that neutral face Ghast. Looks like it's. Is it? All right. Motherfucker! Okay. You wanna be it? Did you just close the door for me? Bro. Okay, come on, come on. God damn, dude. Come on, let's go. Buddy, buddy, buddy. There we go. Ah! He's like, no, I don't want to move up here. God. Dude, you gotta get up here whether you like it or not, because otherwise you're gonna get murdered by zombies. I'm gonna have to cure you all over again, and I don't want to do that, okay? Okay, screw it. You know what? I guess I'll have to just let him live here for a little while until I figure out how to... Until I can figure out a way to bring him inside. Or persuade him by force. Oh, oh! Out of the... Dude, stop! I guess so, but, But here's the thing, I'm kind of lazy to do that, and I just want this damn villager to get across the bridge. Do I have snowballs on me? There they are. Dude, I love just having that happy Ghast on the top of the tower because it's like a giant guardian of the... Oh! Oh, the pistons actually pushed out the sugarcane. There we go. You know what? Maybe what I need to do is, give my happy gas to to show this villager the world again. I can. There we go, lectern. Alright, I think I'm gonna get off pretty soon because I gotta do stuff. But yeah, no, what? No! No, get back here! Bro, the happy guests are like so freaking annoying sometimes. Like, I love them. They have been they are the reason why I have such a big tower. Because because otherwise without those happy guests, I would have been dead. But otherwise, they're just like trolls. There we go. And look at that, and now I've prevented it from aging. Puberty blockers, let's go. I wish I had a golden dandelion on me, because I don't want to, because I'd rather stop aging. But of course, they don't exist in real life. Dude, dude, this thing is, dude, I hate that it's that in order to get these guys to follow you, you have to use snowballs, because you know what snowballs can also do, right? You throw them and it hits the mobs. I've done that by accident like a bunch of times. No! No, get over here, damn it! I think I do need to make a gas stocking bay. I love, dude. I love the giant. I love how big these fellas are. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stream now. Thank you for joining in, Shay. Glad to see you. I think I'll do more of this like later, like maybe do it tonight or tomorrow. Because I've made quite a bit of progress in this world. What? All right. See ya.